This is definitely the guy in the shorts fault. So viewer discretion advised. You don't want to watch any gruesome, gnarly training stuff. Don't. I might turn. When I be watching this stuff, I turn. I'll let you guys watch it.
Let these guys work. Give them space. Woo!
I'm gonna take my earphones off.
Back up.
That's why I'm gonna watch it one more time. I'm gonna let you guys watch it. That's why we don't teach meatheads jiu-jitsu, bro. They be over here jacking people up. That guy, he older dude. He a dad. About two or three kids. Trains twice a week. And this idiot over here goes and breaks his leg. What the heck is going on, bro? That's how some of you guys be rolling. Hey, Alec, you want to roll? I'm screaming over there. That's how Josiah gonna be rolling when he starts jiu-jitsu. Man, that's how some people, bro. Some people don't need to learn jiu-jitsu. They ain't got no control. Look at this guy, man. He old. He didn't even know what he was in. You should not be doing moves if you don't know the repercussions of the move. That's crazy. Let's watch one more time.
Let these guys work. Give them space.
Earphones off for me. Have fun, guys.
Back up.
Yo, Jason Whitfield should be the coach of Team Americas. He already got a better squad. 66 Cole Abate, 77 Andrew Tackett, 88 William Tackett, 99 Alec. Take me out. I don't want to get. That's gonna happen to me. I'm too small. Guys, I weigh like 185. I'm trying to go down to 170. Moneyberg. Yeah, that's the squad right there. Jason Whitfield got the money team. We don't fight with our jiu-jitsu. We fight with our money. We fight with Moneyberg's money on money team. Moneyberg money team. Let's go. Instead of Mayweather money team, we got Moneyberg money. I start the match. I throw cash at people. That's my attack. Yo, Moneyberg, give me some more hundreds. Let me read some of these comments. It says, there's absolutely no reason / justification to be cranking subs in training, even if your partner is a dumbass and not tapping on. He didn't know what was going on. If I throw a heel hook on a white belt, it's my fault. What the heck is he gonna do? So that's me. See my comments down there somewhere. Managed to fracture my tibia and fibula in 3 places. Ortho said it looks exactly like when you get hit by a car. Says anyway, now I have a titanium leg and need to work on my leg defense. Was that the guy? I don't know if that's true. Says you're taking this incredibly well. The guy who injured you did it on purpose. What a jerk. I can't say that word online, I don't think. I hope this video spreads like wildfire and that asshole will run out of training partners. Yeah, I ain't training with that dude. I wish you speedy recovery, at least bones heal faster than ligaments. Kinda insane. There was no such damage. He said it'll be easier to break with that titanium leg. It says, I had an opponent break my radius and ulna in the IBJJF finals match. Most of my left forearm is metal rods and screws now. When the metal is added to support the bone, it's important that the metal has the same properties of flexion as the bone. Our bones are meant to flex under pressure. What do you think would happen if a rigid piece of metal was placed in the middle and the bone could only flex at the ends? The arm would only be far more prone to breaking as those ends would have to bear all the flexion. Oh, I didn't think about that. That used to be distributed across the whole structure. It says, does this guy hate you or something, or is he just dense? It was an in-house tournament. He's a competition black belt, and I'm a 40-year-old hobbyist. I should have known and tapped as soon as he shouted pega. Why was he doing that move? The 40, yeah, why? You see a 40-year-old hobbyist.
Let these guys work.
You see a 40-year-old hobbyist. Why are you trying to break his leg? Excuse me, guys. What's up, coach? You live for a little bit. I was wondering, where do you train? I'm here at Iron Horse. You look it up. Iron Horse. It depends on where I am. Sometimes I'm not in the country. Sometimes in a different state. Edwin does live. Says the fact that he was a black belt and you are a 40-year-old hobbyist means he should have A, given you more time, B, not cranked like he was trying to win a real match, and last but most importantly, C, he should have known better. Yeah. What kind of black belts over there? I just came back from New Jersey. I was in New Jersey for about 3 months. I should be back there again sometime. We got a couple people from up north. I'm here in down south now. So I'm sorry this happened to you. I hope you recover and never go back to that jerk. That, I don't want to say that word. Yeah, I don't know what kind of black belt does this. He said it was an in-house tournament. Why was he fighting this guy? He says, unfortunately, I was ready to fight today on this underground tournament inside of a gym, the Coop. Hey, that's not my gym, is it? Rooster Coop. And expected to do a lot of jiu-jitsu, but I ended up fighting for less than 1 minute. I finished my first match with an armbar. And in the second one, unfortunately, my opponent got injured in what I see as a normal fighting situation. I had no intention of hurting him. You did, though. Nah, bro. Checkmate. Checkmate. Who's that guy from Checkmate? Don't roll with that dude. I might look him up. Sparrow. Dude, don't roll with that guy. He's just breaking people's legs. Unfortunately, my opponent got injured in what I see as a normal fighting situation. He got it. You hurt him. What are you talking about? I had no intention of hurting him, and I think the video shows that. I felt very sad and shaken that my opponent got injured, that I hurt my opponent, and I pray for God for his recovery. I mean, you didn't pay for his medical bill, that titanium rod in his leg. You just messed his life up, bro. It wasn't his fault that the event organizers didn't know what they were doing. In the end, the organizers didn't let me continue fighting or compete. Yeah, get him out of there. The reason that my opponent got injured and I left feeling even worse, as if it was my fault that the referee didn't. It's your well, it's an in-house tournament. Why are you going so hard in an in-house tournament? I mean, maybe the guy should have tapped. He was a 40-year-old dude. They don't know. He doesn't even know what a heel hook is. You just jacked him up. But I understand what he's saying. He's saying it's not his fault that he destroyed the leg. I mean, so, okay, I heard you talk about New Jersey. Yeah, I was just in New Jersey for 3 months. Just got back like a week or two ago. Don't worry, I'll be back in Jersey. No no rush to get back, though. That's true. I mean, like, say if I were to compete, I'm not a hobbyist, though. I feel like a hobbyist, but I'm not a hobbyist. So, if I got injured, it would be my fault. But when you're going with a hobbyist, 40-year-old hobbyist, you see the dude, you look at the dude, you know he old. Why are you going so hard? In-house tournament, much match what's going on. In-house tournament, it's not a real tournament. There ain't no real rules. He could have used a lot more control. So I actually want to find that guy. So he could have held it and controlled the limb. Yeah. I mean, you watch Gordon Ryan or somebody. I mean, Craig Jones will break your stuff, though. But Gordon Ryan usually he'll trap you to the point where you need to tap out. And the 40-year-old dudes ain't ready for a heel hook. You know it. Why would you do that? I see that. He from Checkmate, too. Says, feel you. I'm from Florida. I'm just here for my wife to be closer to her fam. Oh, yeah. You from the You got PA in New York. All I know is I see PA plates and New York plates. I start watching out in Jersey. Says if you have the Mushmaster says if you have the submission incorrectly, you don't need to crank it. Yeah, and I mean, usually with the young people, say a Rotulo or someone, you might have to crank it on them. They're young, they got good joints, or they did have good joints. I'm not sure now, but an old person, bro, you shouldn't be. I'm gonna look this guy up. Sparwoo, job, JJ. We're not. I just want to see who he is. Don't go attacking him or anything. He might break my leg. You gonna try to break my leg? He gonna try to break my leg because you guys. Let's see, SPARA U job. Hey, Brazilian. Sandro Paulo Gomes de Arroyo Jr., 26-year-old competitor and coach from Manaus. Dang, he God, dog. Why he over there? Why was he doing the in-house tournament? Why was the Brazilian, 26-year-old Brazilian dude from Checkmat doing the... Why was he over there? What was the point of that? Oh, that's not him. I don't think it was. Nah, I don't think that's him. Well, he's a black belt, though. Maybe that was him. I don't know. He's not from Checkmat, though. Nah, that's a different dude. Yeah, I don't know who that guy is then. I'm trying to research it so I don't roll with that dude. So the guy he injured, this is the guy that injured him, and so the guy that got his leg broken, he says, apparently I ruined his day. What an asshole. What a prick. Cranked a sub with no time to tap, then acted like everyone else is the problem. Treated an in-house comp like an ADCC final. Was he trained by Polaris? Possibly. God, dog, bro. Some people don't know who Polaris is. I'm sure you guys know who Polaris is. Murdering, yeah. They'd be quick to ruin your career and your life and be upset. Says videos like this are exactly why I never sign up for a tournament with prize money. Forget that. I'm not a pro. Why would I risk? Yeah, why was the 40-year-old guy doing the in-house tournament in the first place? Why would I risk letting some random guy break my leg for $1,000 prize? He's going to care way more about winning the cash than about my health. I've just got done healing from a foot fracture after 6 weeks in a cast. Alrighty. If he wants to go hurting people, he should do MMA. Yeah, that's what Polaris had to do. Says, not gonna lie, dude, your knee was in so deep there. It was over before he cranked it. I would have tapped verbal and physical once I felt any hold around my foot. Said, yep, it's the gym I train at and just wanted to make sure we had enough people on the mats. I should have bowed out when the pros showed up. Fedor, 10 Planet Rising Star, ended up winning. I definitely felt stupid. I keep clicking on stuff. Hey bro, wishing you a speedy recovery. To be honest, I'm actually glad for you that really glad for you that it's bones and not tendons. Every year I'm tempted to start jiu-jitsu when summer is about to end, and every year a video like this pops up. Without fail, makes me reconsider. So videos like this, instances like this scare people from doing jiu-jitsu. When they're looking up jiu-jitsu, they see that video, they're like, I'm gonna do something else. Says things like these are pretty uncommon. This shouldn't hold you back. Well, he doesn't know that from training. Says the actual context of this situation He entered a $1,000 competition with professional/semi-pro guys who were juiced up and who train full-time with no job, so $1,000 is a lot to them. Should this have happened? No, but risk mitigation is also a factor. Something like this is very unlikely to happen just training, and far more likely to happen in the situation we just outlined. As a beginner, people aren't even allowed to even use these type of techniques on you. I mean, you see the guy's 40 years old. Like, I'm not going to throw a heel hook on a 40-year-old man. Yeah, why would you throw a heel hook on a 40-year-old dude? This is absolute fucking asshole, and his public statement is adding insult to injury. You had no chance of escaping, so there was really no reason to just crank that like that. Hope karma catches up to him. No, yeah, karma gonna get him. He's a real POS with no regards for others. Pretty part of the course of jiu-jitsu, guys. That's me. This was the in-house tournament where we clearly explained we were there to have fun, and if you catch a sub, don't crank it. Oh, so they told him not to. Well, he's Brazilian, possibly. Man, I don't understand, man. I want to win, man. I had no time at all to even verbally tap. Now I have 3 titanium rods in my leg and need to work on my leg defense. Jesus. Bro, imagine you went to the tournament. I'm going to have fun. And you come back, your leg all shattered up. God, dog, bro. What the heck, man? Oh, I'll be so upset. I'm like, man, help me find this Brazilian. We're going to take him out to lunch. We're going to need some baseball bats, some golf clubs. After that, we're going to have to break his leg too. I'm sorry, man. Man, this hurted me more than it hurts you, man. What else can you do? Nah, man. Nah, we gotta break his leg too, man. That's the only way, man. That's the only fair, man. We're gonna break that knee. Nah, don't break his knee. Break his shin. They can fix that. That's crazy, bro. Yeah. Man, at that point, we're gonna mess that guy up. We're gonna have to break an arm or a leg or something. Something getting broken. Something. We leaving here with something. And look at that. You guys can't even read it. He's like, I felt very sad and shaken that my opponent got injured. you heard him. Said you had your meniscus messed up 2 years ago. I'm way better now, though. Lots of rehab work. Yeah. That guy's like, man, I wish I could have. They kicked me. They kicked me out of the tournament. He says, do you still train with that guy? Is he a psycho? Is he a psycho or just really stupid? Never met him before, but apparently he posted it on social media gloating. Wow, he did that? Congrats for taking out a 40-year-old hobbyist and potentially ruining anything left of my athleticism. Oh, man. It'll take a snap bone. I'll take a snap bone over a shredded knee any day, though. Doc said it looked exactly like a car hit me. Man, I wish we could find that guy. This fucking asshole, bro. What the hell, man? Yo, put a hit out on him. Oh, here we go. Somebody knows who he is, too. Says, do you know his social media handles by any chance? Sorry this happened to you. Look like, he changed his name. He changed his name. Bro, internet wild, bro. You think you're going to get away? You think you'll get away, bro? They found your ass, bro. Look at, they got him. They found him, bro. Bro, they found him. Okay, that was a tournament. $1,000 cash prize. All right, guys, don't you sign up for that $1,000 cash prize, you guys out there. Mushmaster can, but everybody else, Josiah, Edwin, you guys can't sign up for that $1,000 cash prize tournament. $25 entry fee? Heck no, I ain't going to that thing. Let me read it. Let me read his response over here. Let me read this response, bro. This jiu-jitsu community, bro, is wild, bro. What's wrong with these people, bro? What's wrong with all these people over here, man? I don't know if you guys can see that. Uh-oh. Go back. Uh-oh. I'm trying to scoot this over. Hopefully you guys can see. The $1 million. Imagine what they would do to you for $1 million. If they break your leg for $1,000, what they gonna do to you for $1 million? He says, unfortunately, I was ready to fight today on this underground tournament inside of a gym and expected to do a lot of jiu-jitsu, but I ended up fighting for less than 1 minute. I finished my first match with an armbar, and we read this earlier, but we'll go through it again. And in the second one, unfortunately, my opponent got injured in what I see as a normal fighting situation where I break his leg. It's just normal. I had no intention of hurting him, and I think the video shows that. I felt very sad and shaken that my opponent got injured by me, and I pray to God for his recovery and healing that I did to him. Much faster said that $1,000 ain't gonna do nothing for you. It wasn't his fault that the event organizers didn't know what they were doing. In the end, the organizers didn't let me continue fighting or compete for the prize. The reason that my opponent got injured. I left feeling even worse, as if it were my fault that the referees didn't stop the match when my opponent showed no defense to the applied position or took too long to tap. It's his fault. I broke his leg. After a lot of discussion and me, excuse me, guys, and me insisting they gave me some money to help with gas. Yo, he spent $25. He spent all his gas money to go out there. Oh, they did give him gas money. Thank you to my dear friends who came out of their way to support me. You guys ended up saving my Sunday. I love you guys so much. If he tagged you in that, that's not good. If it weren't for you guys, I don't think I would have gotten the gas money. It would have just been trauma and bad energy. I mean, I think the other guy got all the trauma. I want to leave this day recorded here. Yeah, he made it worse. Yeah, he should have. We know most of our buddies in jiu-jitsu shouldn't be posting on social media. Says that was that was the event organizer's fault. They shouldn't let you compete if that was a friendly tournament. Well, why is it everybody's fault except for his? I'm sorry, guys. I thought I was getting better. I still got a little cough. Hopefully, it's over sometime. So they say there was a friendly tournament. He's like, screw that. I'm gonna destroy people's legs and make that $1,000. People might kill you for $1,000, guys. just keep that in mind. People fight with their life for getting a medal. Imagine a $1,000 cash prize, and on top of that, you didn't hold after he tapped and was not an illegal movement. We feel really bad for the opponent, but we know these things happen in combat sports. Even on training, this can happen. What kind of training these guys do? He says also all other competitors said they were okay with you competing. Man, I don't know what to say. Even the guy who hurt himself was talking. The guy who was injured by you was talking to you, saying that things happen and that you was not a bad sportsman. Okay, so I hear this is a fun tournament. Okay, let me use more technique, not destroy people, beat them with armbar chokes. Okay, give them a chance to tap out. My Brazilian, I'm assuming he's Brazilian. He didn't understand that. I need the $1,000. I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm gonna kill the 40-year-old guy. This the guy.
Lets you earn your degree, Irvine. If you have a bachelor's degree or at least 65 college credits, our accelerated Bachelor of Science in Nursing program lets you earn.
Oh, it's brother. You hurt yourself, brother. It's your fault, man. You made me do this to you, man. Hey, man. Wait. I can't wait to fuck people up, man. Brother. You better tap, brother. It's your fault, man. Brazilians. I love my Where are my Brazilians at on here? I love my Brazilians, but you guys be ready to mess people up. Man, he did nothing wrong, man. It was the guy's fault, man. He hurt himself, man.
Let these guys work. Give them space. Woo!
All right, look at this old dude. Look, he looks old. Look how old that guy is. Why didn't he go hard on other people? The young-looking people. The competitor-looking people. That guy, he was no threat to him. He was no threat. He don't know how to defend no heel hooks. He said he was out there to make sure people were at the tournament, at the, little event. He thought, I'm going to spend a nice little day here. Help out the gym. Go home to my wife and kids later. Walking. Pega. What the? No, friendly tournament, bro. Shut up. Let me turn the audio off. I want to hear that breakdown, though. Oh, did I like that? Oh, I didn't mean to like that. No. Fuck. Damn. He said the guy was like, man, it wasn't your fault, man. Good sportsmanship. I don't think that's what he said. I would be like, beep, 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 beep. Man, it was his fault, man. Honestly, I don't get it. How can you ban someone who's acting accordingly to the rules? He did not make any prohibited movement. He went against the whole vibe of the tournament was the friendly competition. He did not make any prohibited movement, nor keep holding after the guy tapped. That was a sad accident. Yo, I would have to get my homeboys to mess him up. Find where that Brazilian is. Actually, we might call ICE on him. I'm sorry. Yeah. ICE, I got a tip. You got a Brazilian guy over here destroying Americans on American soil. I had that guy back in Brazil so fast, back in Manaus. I'm sorry. I had that guy back in Manaus. Said that's why we have different classes by age and weight. That's why we have masters that some techniques are not allowed. But now you do a tournament when some movement is allowed, and then you want to ban the guy who is acting inside the rules. Says no, the guy it happened to is horrified and really angry about it. I saw the messages on Reddit. You don't need to crank a sub like that. You're so stupid. Mateus Gabriel, he says, blew it. This is a tournament for cash prize, so the guy went there to win. Mateus Gabriel, you guys love Mateus Gabriel. Can you see Mateus Gabriel over there? So, my Brazilians, they see money prize, they gonna kill you, bro. It's you or them. They need that $1,000. What did Mateus Gabriel say? You're stupid. This is a tournament for cash prize, so the guy went there to win. You don't have to win by destroying people. Mateus Gabriel, if you did every tournament and people, you go to a tournament, they just break your arm left and right, you're going to be upset too. Break your leg. And this guy, man, you can clearly see that guy is older. So if you roll, Mateus Gabriel is checkmate too, I believe. Is he checkmate? Yeah. You roll some of these checkmate guys, they're going to try to kill you. AOJ guys and Atos guys will kill you, but, they be like respectful about it. Checkmate guys, they might take it home. They said they worked too hard to leave Brazil. So say you never Say you have never competed without saying it. What's going on with these competitors, man? They have all they can think about is winning. They don't have empathy. That's the reason, man. They empathizing with the wrong person, the Brazilian guy who's injuring people. And now let that guy go to their gym and hurt their students. What do you think will happen? Man, what the heck, man? I told you not to hurt the students, man. It says, sorry you are poor. You think breaking someone's leg for 1K is worth it. Let me know when you start a GoFundMe and I'll donate. We won't be donating to that GoFundMe. That's the whole point here. That's the part that the organizers should have responsibility. It's a little tournament for fun. They should have taken that cash prize out of there, man. These guys over here, Brazilian dude over here trying to kill people for that $1,000. Says, you guys talking like he did a dirty move. Him breaking the leg was the dirty move. Said, that's why this type of match cannot happen, and that organizer's fault who put those guys to fight. He didn't know how good, prepared, or dangerous his opponent was. He just fought inside the rules, and unfortunately this happened. It's an old dude. The heck you going? Why would you go hard on an old 40-year-old person, bro? He bald, he old, he got gray hair. Look at this guy. Let me zoom in.
Let these guys work. Give them space.
Look at that dude. He old. He don't look like no cyborg. He not no Wagner Hosha. He a regular dude, bro. And the fact that this black belt from Checkmat, I don't know who his name is, he couldn't use control. I mean, some of these guys, being a black belt, you guys think black belt is just about skill. And, skill is important. Moneyberg ain't got skill, but you got to have some control, some discernment. Okay, man, this guy old. Let me not hurt him too bad. I'll still beat him up, but I'm not gonna hurt him. To me, these guys lack training and understanding. Even guys that they're really good competitors. Mateus Gabriel, he don't care about you guys. So it's a good reminder. A good reminder for all of us. Anyone who disagrees with this proper submission should go watch cooking shows. Something less violent for their softness. This submission was executed perfectly. Agreed. So I just take, whenever I see stuff like this, I take note of who's saying it. So if I come across some checkmat guys, I come across Mateus Gabriel, I come across whoever, you know what's up, man. It says, with plenty of time to tap, but it's clear this guy had no clue it's on him and his coach for being ignorant and uneducated, and also for the competing in the first place, knowing this was a legal submission. Everybody's victim blaming. 100,000%. I feel like everyone commenting, blaming Paulo, are probably just recreationists who have never been to a high-level comp. Bro, you wrong. Can I type that in? You wrong, bro. I'm going to type that in there. Let me stop. I got enough issues on the line right now. I want to type it in. This is some bull crap, bro. It says, bro bragged about injuring a hobbyist and admitted he's broken the same post. He was competing for 1K, not his fault. The other guy has no leg lock defense. This was why we separate adult. We understand, but hopefully he's functioning. I don't know what that guy's mind is like. Some people's mind ain't right. You be out there competing, that dude's mind ain't right. You might be on some substances, got him altered mentally. I don't know what's wrong with these people, bro. Says, if anyone deserves to be sued, it's the event organizers. Ran an illegal tournament with no permits or EMS. There was no EMS. Same thing like IBJ. I have no EMS over there. All submissions, legal dudes with brown belts should know when to tap. Not everybody trains with leg locks, bro. He's an older 40-year-old dude. They don't train with leg locks and heel hooks and stuff. This is combat sport. Yeah, but say it was reversed, that the Brazilians be on. The Brazilians going to be on the Brazilian side. We already know that. They don't care what's right or wrong. They're going to be on the Brazilian side on this case. Here's another guy. I'm 49. I pretty much roll only with adults. A lot of them compete. This guy has nobody to blame but himself for getting his stuff snapped. His stuff snapped. Well, maybe his coach as well for not at least showing him where the danger zone is. Not everybody trains leg locks. Let alone teaching him how to defend it. He literally stared at the guy as he straightened his leg before he even grabbed his heel. If you don't know what the heck you're doing as a brown or black belt, okay, have crappy jiu-jitsu if you want. To me, the black belt got crappy jiu-jitsu. You don't have no control. What's the point of being a black belt? You ain't got no control. If you want, but don't enter a tournament or don't know how to defend yourself. The best weapon for self-defense in BJJ is knowing when and how to tap clearly. This guy was uneducated. But listen, you also got to give people the chance to tap. Why they forget that part? Even in the tournament setting, you still got to use control. Why are they completely missing that fact? You still got to use control. I mean, you put it on a little bit hard, but, okay, I'm still going to let the guy tap. You get the guy in a choke. Okay, he's going limp. Let me let go. You got his arm's breaking. Hey, bro. Edwin says, I could use $1,000 right now. All right, you go jump into that tournament, and let's see how you do. Don't let that hungry Brazilian take you out, though. He said you got exactly 3 milliseconds to tap out before he breaks your leg. What's going on with this sport, bro? If he had no leg lock defense, wouldn't an expert be able to tell and control themselves? Yeah. Oh, dang. The goal is submission. The control was there, hence the pop. That's not what control means. Control. He's talking about control of the leg. We're saying control of the entire situation. So we are snapping people's legs for $1,000. Like, why are you going so hard like it's CJI or Pans? Yeah, why? It's a local tournament. $25 to enter. Pans doesn't pay $1,000. People break stuff at Pans for $2 a medal. Says, I agree with knowing and understanding there's an inherent risk, but I just don't agree with or understand why he needed to crank a leg lock that fast, but I see where you're coming from. I get it. It looked aggressive. However, I also know in the day and age, heel hooks are getting easier and easier to defend. You still got to use control, though, where you don't break people immediately. Normal fighting situation, it's a sport. You broke a guy's leg over a friendly tournament. He had no time to tap. Unbelievable. There's still time to delete that. That was a good message right there. That Brazilian gonna be gone before you can sue him. He already back in Brazil. I've never seen anything like this in my life. You were going to be champion and they took it away from you. Accidents happen, and in any sport you're exposed to that. It was supposed to be a friendly tournament, LOL. Have you been huffing glue? Probably. Said the champion of what? A local in-house tournament? They could have put rules in place like not allowing ankle locks, knee locks, or anything like that. Athletes push themselves to the limit. This is jiu-jitsu. He's sitting. What athletic movement was he doing? He sat on his butt and pulled into an ashi. There's no athlete. He's not no athlete. Athletes push themselves to the limit in training every single day. Imagine when $1,000 are on the line. The organizers need to reconsider this so it doesn't happen to anyone else. This was really sad. I hope the guy can recover as quickly as possible. It's a hobby for 99% of us. Injuries when they're an accident are a completely different subject than what happened here. So it's a friendly local tournament and the dude is 40-year-old hobbyist. Why aren't you people fighting at ADCC? So they robbed you, right? Basically, they should have said, this is a friendly open. They said that. This is a friendly open mat where you can network and talk to people with common interests. Oh, and by the way, the person who we think displays the best character and kisses. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. As if it wasn't your fault. As if it wasn't your fault. I didn't mean to. You felt bad. Grow up and take accountability. You the guy who injured a casual. I see. First, I don't read that guy. Uh-oh. What the Brazilians saying over here? Put in Portuguese. We got the translation app over here, bro. Unfortunately, I read that. Yeah, we read that already.
O organizador é aquele ali, ó, que tá tomando cerveja. Eu quero ver que competição é essa, que ninguém pode dar um tranque em ninguém. Tem que ser só na mulher. Como é que a pessoa ganha?
Yeah, you shouldn't have put that $1,000 out there.
O dono.
Man, give me gas money at least, man. What the hell, porra.
Mas agora o campeonato vai continuar. Já tá continuando. Mas infelizmente nosso amigo Paulette foi desclassificado. Quando chegar eu vou fazer uma entrevista com eles pra vocês saberem mais o que aconteceu.
I mean, they've been organizer. They definitely needed some EMS or somebody there. And yeah, the $1,000 prize, you know, the Brazilians saw, and not just the Brazilians, a lot of the young guys, they saw $1,000. They're going to go for the kill. So I think there's a lot of mixed messages here. Yeah, I feel bad for the guy that got his leg broken. He should not have gotten his leg broken. You know, he didn't know what was going on. He shouldn't have been out there. A lot of stuff went wrong in this case here. I know I ain't rolling with that dude. Oh, someone's like, is it possible for your professor to reach out to the gym and have a talk with their head? Well, that's the 40-year-old dude. That was his gym that he got beat up or leg broken. Says the crank was questionable, but gloating over someone's serious injury to stroke their ego is straight fuckboy behavior. Yeah, that's what we live in, clout chasing era. You should probably chill on posting on social media and just contact an injury lawyer. They'll take you on contingency. Somebody getting sued. Yeah, that school might get sued. I'm sorry, they're gonna be out of business, or their insurance premium is gonna go up. If I were you, I'd look into taking legal action against the guy. Surely he ain't got no money. Sure, we all sign waivers on the mat, but those waivers shouldn't protect negligent idiots like the one in the video. You can't just severely injure someone when the rules of the tournament were not to crank subs. Woodfield says, this happened for $1,000. I'm really scared of the competitors who face Wagner and CGI. Yeah, Wagner going to have his thumb up your neck. Mushmaster says the organizers should have shown more discretion on who was in the bracket and had EMS available. Yeah, well, they did the $25 entry fee, so I'm sure they had a lot of randoms in there, people they didn't know. A lot of things went wrong. Yeah, a lot of things went wrong in that case.